profit. Okay, in our previous example, even though we just increased 40,000 our sales, but we did not disturb or influence or any change in fixed cost, our profit is increased by $10,200. If you see the percentage is huge, more than 25%. And if you see here, if we increase just 10,000, even though we increase sales as well, but we increase just 10,000 fixed cost, see, just we have managed to have a loss. And on the third example, we just have managed to increase 10% our profit. That's it. Our sale increased by a great amount, 60,000, but our profit is just increased by 10%. So from here, what we have learned from CVP analysis up till now, cost plays a major role in profit, and especially which kind of cost? Fixed cost, right? Okay. Okay, what if we change variable cost, fixed cost, and sale volume as well? Now we are also changing simultaneously variable cost as well. So we pay 15 commission per bike sold instead of paying flat salaries, right? So we managed to save 6,000 per month. So it means 80,000 we are paying as a fixed cost. So we were paying 6,000 flat. So we just less it. It means 74,000 would be our fixed cost now. But we managed to increase our variable cost. Now our variable cost would be $315. It means our contribution margin also decreases, but we managed to sell more 75 bikes. Now what will happen to the profit? Look at that. Previously, we changed the fixed cost, and even though we managed to sell $62,000 more, but we ended up only increase in profit was just 2,000. But here we only managed to sell 75 more units, or total sales gonna increase by 37,500. But look at our profit, more than 12,000. Now, that layman concept, if quantity of sold increase, it means our profit is also increasing, is no longer correct. It means sales strategy is something else, profit strategy is something else. Again, let me remind that. So we have a layman concept, that is, if we sell more, we earn more. No. Because selling has to do with selling strategy. You are offering different bundles, different discounts, where you need to sell, what should be the price. This is something totally different concept. And net profit is something different. So you see, even we managed before to sell 62,000 more in sales, but we ended up having only this 2,000 increase in profit, right? So some companies are after the volume. If the companies are after volume, it means their strategy is to penetrate the market so that they can have more company share, more market share, so that they can just attract more customers from their competitors, and that's it, so that they can drive out the competition. But if the company's motive is more profit, then they will be adjusting their variable cost and fixed cost. So that's why companies are very, very worried about their fixed expenses. So that's why, when a new hiring is, ongoing over in company, they talked about commissions, they talked about variable wages as well, right? Because fixed expense gonna hit company's profitability so hard. See the work of marketing department in our previous example. They worked so hard to sell even more, right? But ended up only increasing in $2,000, only increasing in $2,000 profit. But using smart strategy, what you have done, you converted the, see the impact here, just decreasing the $6,000 of, just decreasing the $6,000 of fixed cost, and look at the profitability. Profitability, it jumps even more. You are selling less. They were selling 650 units before. Too much pressure on marketing, say a marketing department. Now pressure is going to be, reduced, just 75. Half of that, they were in previous selling 150 more units, and now their target is just reduced by 50%. And look at it, that the profitability is increased even more, right? So as a businessman, or as a, if you are employed by some factory owners, and you can just say that, okay, don't worry about selling more, worry about controlling your cost, right? Most businesses, they think about that, okay, increasing the price gonna help them more. No. Okay, increasing the number of quantities sold gonna increase their profitability. No. It's better to controlling the cost. And remember that when, even though you increased your variable cost, okay, now should you compromise on the quality? No. Why? Because if you compromise the quality, you are decreasing your variable cost. But compromising on your quality gonna decreasing your, impacting your sales as well. So that's why the good companies, they are always quality conscious. Even though they have to spend more, their variable costs are increasing, they don't care about that. They care about controlling their fixed cost. So that's why many factories, they move to labor intensive, cheap labor. Many labor intensive manufacturing companies, they are moving to low cost labor countries like China, like Bangladesh, like India. Recently, Samsung closes its business from China and moved to Bangladesh and India. The move was to decrease their fixed costs, because the rent over there and all other fixed costs are getting huge, right, guys? And then let's talk about, what if there is a regular change in sale price. So if the RBC has an opportunity to sell 150 bikes to a wholesaler without distributing sales to other customers or fixed expenses, what price it should quote to wholesaler if it wants to increase the profit by 3,000? Okay, this one is basically the continuation of target profit, so I think it takes more time. Do we have time here today? Okay, let me see that. Okay, good. That's just the last slide. Here we go. So question is, without disturbing your other customers, you have opportunity to sell 150 units, right? And you want to earn 3,000 monthly profit. So remember, this is an opportunity, one-time opportunity, right? And it's not going to hurt your other customers, right? So remember, what is your contribution margin? So you are selling 500, 300 is your variable cost, you are getting 200 contribution margin. So you don't want excessive profit, you just want 3,000 profit. So what should be your selling price? So remember, if you sell, if you make 150 more units, it means 300 per unit would, would definitely cost you. So 3,000 divided by how much you need to, basically 3,000 you need to get the profit, right? It's a simple one. Wait a second. So if you make 150 units, you need to employ 300. So that cost is basically is unavoidable cost, right? And you need to earn profit, how much? 3,000. That is your fix that you want to earn profit. That's it. So what would be the minimum cost? So you divide the profit, your answer would be 20, right? It means per bike you want to earn 20 profit so that you earn your target profit 3,000. So what should be the cost? Your variable cost is 300 and that is your target profit. So your sale price that you would offer to that wholesaler would be 320. This is how you manipulate the variables, the solutions. You find out for different variation. But remember this one: you are selling at 500 per bike. So this is a huge drop in the prices. So if your other customers find out that, okay, you supported other wholesalers, so they would be very angry with you. So business relationships gonna be, it's gonna be disturbed among you and your other customers. So remember, this is an opportunity and this opportunity is not hurting your existing customers. It means this is one-time opportunity. Okay, so that is the minimum price that you can quote to get $3,000 profit from your wholesaler in that case. You see here, because variable cost you cannot avoid, you need to, even if you make one more unit, you need to spend $300, right? So that's all from our side for today's. Any question you can ask. Otherwise, we are going to, end this lecture and stop recording here. Chandra, Sipade,
Yeah, no problem.
no question. Min, Arone,
No,
David,
yes, sir. No questions, sir.
Christine.
I'm good, thanks.
Okay, all good. Then please stay safe. We will finish this chapter in our next class. Okay, until then, take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. I just had one